Welcome to Nostalgic Necro, and today in the arena we are playing Mono-White Aggro, but we're doing it aggressively. What I've done is I've cut out the Shardmage's rescue. This was so hard for me to do. I always have seen this as a completely non-negotiable 4-of in this deck, or if not this, then the Restoration Magic. However, I had a big realization the other day when I was playing Izzet Prowess that I play way too conservatively and I need to be more aggressive when I play aggro. And that is why today we are trying to be more aggressive with this card, Dual Sun Technique. Have you ever seen it? 2 mana instant, target creature you control gains double strike until end of turn. That means you can actually give the double strike after blockers have been declared and sneak in for the win, because opponents often don't see this coming. And then if it has a +1/+1 counter on it, you draw a card. And guess what? In this deck we have so many ways of doing +1/+1 counters. We've got the Optimistic Scavenger, we've got the Most Helpful Weaver, so that is really nice. And together then with the Flight of Feathers, we actually have 8 sources total of card draw, which is really good for a deck that, you know, can run out of gas. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about my journey with aggro. Basically, I realized the other day playing this Izzet Prowess aggro deck that I'm very, very cautious when I play aggro, and I changed my mindset in that video to be more aggressive, more on the front foot, assume the opponent doesn't have the sweeper, assume the opponent doesn't have removal, just go for max damage output, and it did really, really well for me, and I wanted to test that again with this deck. Now, I had a really nice chat with Valkyrie Ruin in the comment section there, and he actually agreed with me that a lot of the times you're actually better off just, you know, throwing caution to the wind, throwing the protection out, and going full swing, maximum damage output. And I'm not saying that that's always the right approach. I'm not the most masterful aggro player. A really good example of someone who is a Boji MTG. I'm going to put a link in the video description. Go check out this video and go check out the last game, game number 7 I think it is, where he plays very, very slow, very, very methodically and with an aggro shell and does really, really well and gets the win. Really masterful aggro gameplay there. I'm not on that level there yet with aggro. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to learn the more aggressive style right now, because I think I'm naturally more conservative, and I'm hoping that somewhere once I've mastered the aggressive style, the conservative part of me will sort of balance things out and I'll become a bit better and hopefully get a little bit closer to a master like a Boji in aggro. However, for today, we're just going full aggro, and that's why I cut out the protection, going for Dual Sun Technique. Now, this deck, you've probably seen it before, but I'm just going to quickly go over it. It's got the Veteran Survivor, very nice to deal with the graveyard. It's got the Optimistic Scavenger, put 1/1 counters on stuff. It's got the Wonderweave Aerialist, very tough for the opponents to deal with because of the ward. This is often the creature that you want to put all of your pump on, because opponents are going to have a hard time interacting with it. And then you can also get a 2/1 green creature token with reach, Spider, from the Most Helpful Weaver. And then the Spellbook Vendor, I've put it here because I actually see this card more as a turn 3 play now. Ideally, you don't want to play it on turn 2. You want to play it on turn 3, have 1 mana open, get the Aura Roll, and then hopefully if you have the Optimistic Scavenger down, you get +1/+1 from the Aura Roll plus the Optimistic Scavenger. So that really maximizes your damage output. And then for removal, we have the Sheltered by Ghosts. Oftentimes you want to put this on the Wonderweave Aerialist. Like I said, that gives it ward 4, very hard to interact with, and then Seam Rip for the early removal. And then like I said, we have the Flight of Feathers, give things flying, draw cards, Sun Dual Technique. Now we have more double strike in this deck because previously it was only the Most Helpful Weaver. And the problem with the Most Helpful Weaver is opponents can see it coming, but with this is just a way to sneak it in there. And then of course Ethereal Armor, an insane card, gives enchanted creature +1/+1 for each enchantment you control. This deck is all about enchantments, so things can get really big with this. And is there any card I've missed? I don't think so. I think that's all the cards. Okay, so yeah, that's what we're doing today. I've gone over all the cards, and as always, I may be the Nostalgic Necro, but I'm putting my nostalgia aside because I want to learn how to play aggro more aggressively. I've cut out the Shardmage's rescue. I've added Dual Sun Technique. We are going for maximum damage output, double strike, drawing cards. Let's find out how it does in the arena today. Okay, I'm curious to see if this more aggressive playstyle works for me, and because of that, I also wanted to add the double strike. Mull this. Yeah, I wanted to add the double strike, see if that actually helps the deck be more consistent. We'll find more land, right? Okay. Maximum aggression, that's the idea I'm going for today. I'm trying to test this idea that when you play aggro, maximum aggression tends to be the way to win. And it's a realization I had when I played the Izzet Prowess deck, so I just want to test it here again. That's why I've removed the hexproof. We don't need hexproof, we don't need protection. We want to be as aggressive as possible. And opponent hits this thing. A 1/1 counter. on you. Okay, Spellbook Vendor, really nice. Use that to get another enchantment down. We're on you. Put this on you. So everything can't be blocked now. We attack. Ethereal Armor, we definitely keep that. Okay, opponent's gonna have to decide what to do now. They take all the damage. Let's see what opponent's up to now. They do nothing. Okay, while the opponent's thinking what to do there, I just wanted to say thank you for everyone who's been subscribing to the channel, commenting and stuff like that. I really do appreciate it. And if you're new here, do check out the channel, hit the subscribe button. I am, very keen to meet more people, drop a comment, all that stuff. It's very cool to chat to you guys, get to know more people, and keep growing the community. Thank you. Okay, double strike, ethereal armor. Put everything on you right now. Light of feathers. Okay. And yeah, okay, get the nice win there. Opponent kind of stumbled there. We had a really good start. Let's see if the aggressive mindset keeps going. Let's see if we can get out of this platinum tier 2. That'll be a good test, right? Okay, starting with a nice win there. Got a little bit lucky with the draw. I think opponent stumbled. I think we're going to have more difficult challenges ahead. Okay, opponent goes first this time, so that's never great. Can hit the Weaver or the Spellbook Vendor potentially. Yeah, it's okay. Got this Dual Sun technique. It's the main card I want to test, so I'm happy to have drawn that. I think next turn we go for the black. Bandit's Talent. It's probably got to be this, right? Unfortunately. Okay, we draw another one. That's pretty cool. Okay, go for the Wonderweave Aerialist because it does have the protection, and people don't tend to run one-mana removal nowadays, although you never know. Hopefully we can Shelter by Ghost whatever they play. We can also do the Spellbook Vendor play. I'll figure it out once we know what the opponent's done here. They duress us. That's not great. Probably take the Sheltered by Ghost, I assume. They do take Sheltered by Ghosts. Opponent, do they have land? Are they stumbling on land here? They have a tapped land. Seamrip is pretty nice. I like doing this when I have 3 mana. It's just really nice to start to get that scry off. Give this thing flying. Land. Don't need land. Okay. What has the opponent got in store for us here? They might run sweepers. There could be some sort of control deck. They have Judgment. They go... Oh, is it this deck? This is the deck that tries to give you the thing, right? Oh, what just happened? We got a this and they got this. Oh, they get to create this thing. When you do, create a 1/1 white ally creature. Okay. So I think we go for the Weaver. Three mana, so we can't Seam Rip it, unfortunately. Do we Seam Rip this? I'm just gonna Seam Rip this token. Let's get in for max damage here. Auto pay. Put it on you now. And we attack. Double Scry is pretty nice. Don't need land. Shelter by Ghost, that's what I want. That is definitely what I want here. Put it down to 11. Got the double strike action next turn and a flyer. So we got 6 with that. Nowhere to run. Takes out, I assume, the vendor, right? No, they take the flyer out because they want to block. Okay, interesting. Opponent gets a 3/3. Okay, we're gonna do this. Take out this hero. Could have also taken the Node run just to shut down the hexproof, I guess. We're on you. So we keep getting our scries. Wonder we've Aerialist. Is that the right card here? What do we actually want? I don't think we want this. We want something to pump up our board, like Ethereal Armor. Another Spellbook Vendor. I don't think I want that as well. I want to find like Ethereal Armor, some sort of removal. Oh! Didn't even realize that. Okay, that's a mistake. I forgot that I'm not supposed to attack with a thing that has the Shelter by Ghosts. Okay. That's a mistake. Rest in Peace is fine. Not a problem. They give us the Rest in Peace. They get this ally. Okay, that's good. Okay, I made a mistake there, but it looks like I'm going to get away with it. Flight of Feathers has already got double strike. But even if it didn't, we'd be able to give it double strike with this thing. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I did make a mistake there, but luckily I didn't pay for it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you know. I've been playing a lot of Magic today. I have been playing a lot of Magic today, but we're ticking up. That's the most important thing. Okay, so far this new card is not exactly shining. I mean, it's nice to have in hand, but it hasn't exactly made a massive impact, if I'm being honest. We'll see how it goes over the next few games. Mono red. Very tricky, and we need to hit the Sheltered by Ghost here. It's kind of, if you draw the Sheltered by Ghost, you have a much better chance. Okay, I'm gonna go for the ward creature here. Not gonna attack, I don't think. We can't let this thing get double strike. We need to try to stall the game a little bit. We're on the draw. I think we double block this thing. Thelonious Rage. Okay, we do take out their potential double strike. I think that might be okay. Seam Rip is pretty nice. So we could go for this. I think we'll have a better Seam Rip target here. So I'm going to go for another Wonder Weave here. They use their whole turn to kill it. It might be okay. Yeah, we're not blocking you. Opponent's eyeing our stuff. What do they got here? Turn inside out, okay. Thelonious Rage, okay. Thelonious Rage, okay. Sure. Well, now I wish I had seen with that thing ages ago. Oh, and they got the... Phew, boy. Well, I did not expect that 2/2 to just completely bomb me out. That was insane. You don't think of that card being the card that kills you. You know what I mean? You think, ah, that detective, I could just leave that for a turn. Okay, I don't know what I just witnessed in that last game. That was ridiculous. The opponent goes first. Man, that was ridiculous. I was like, yeah, I can just leave this detective for one turn. That won't kill me. And then it kills you. Madness. Absolute madness. Okay, we'll go for you. It's this thing. Let's offer the trade here. See if they want to take it. They don't want to take it. We might go for the double scavenger here. And then next turn, if we can Shelter by Ghosts, it's pretty good, because then we get a lot of pump. Might be good. Badger Mole. And it can add 2 mana here, just ridiculous. Double Badger Mole, man, that's such a rough situation to be in. We do have removal for all their Badger Moles though, that's really lucky. Okay, I think it's going to get huge here, that's pretty cool. So we can just start with Sheltered by Ghosts, you. Yeah, sorry, you. Make this nice and big. And then Seam Rip the other one. Okay. Okay, I can just attack with everything here. And that's good. But this, I really want to get this thing working. Double strike, man, it's really cool. Opponent's got 3 lands here. They go for this, they can destroy. They can destroy the Shelter by Ghost and get a Badger Mole back. They get to Earthbend. We draw a card. I think the opponent will block here. Maybe we can surprise them with the double strike action. See if they block. They're not going to think about the double strike, right? They don't think about it, yeah. No one thinks about the double strike. Oh, okay, they saw it, yeah. Okay, well, there we go. There we go. The card's so good, right? You saw what it did there. That is one thing I like. Sometimes I just find that opponents don't really think about it. They just assume that there's no way that you can get them down. And then, you know, you just do the thing and they go, oh, well, now I learned there's a new card in Magic. Okay, nice to get the win there. To be honest, I'm still quite bamboozled by that detective that just took me out. That was ridiculous. What the hell happened in that game? I was an 18 life, and then they had a 2-2, and then I was dead. It didn't seem normal to me. Okay. On the draw, we'd love to be on the play though. Okay, my favorite, my absolute favorite matchup. Artifacts. Oh, you know how much I love artifacts, right? Okay, we're gonna go for maximum damage output here. If they have the turn 3 thingy, we just lose. And I just accept my fate now. I don't try work around the Star Cage. I just accept it. It happens. When it happens, it's just depressing and you just deal with it. We'll do this. We'll see if there's any way we survive this, but turn 3 Star Cage for this deck is pretty much just over. Okay. Opponent does the Repurposing Bay. We draw land. Do that. Seam Rip does nothing. This double striker is just not enough for anything. I mean, whatever. We'll just hit them for as much as we can here. Oh, we actually draw a card. That's pretty cool. Forgot about the card draw. I mean, they can just Repurposing Bay and get the... Well, if we don't win, I'm just going to do this. Hopefully they... Because they'd have to play an artifact, right? So we need to deal 12 damage next turn, and the only way we're doing that is if we... Okay, they have another Star Cage. Well done, opponent. Oh my word. Okay, double Star Cage. Man, oh man. It's just so rough. It is so rough when you get double Star Cage. We do go first this time. I feel like it's been a while since I've been first, so I'm pretty happy with that. Let's see if we can make up for that. Veteran Survivor. Gene Pollinator. So, let me just think. Could go for this and this. That's going to deal a lot of damage over the game. I think I like this play. Next turn, Sheltered by Ghost something. I mean, this is going to be a lot of damage. Next turn, expecting the Cub, we can Shelter by Ghost it and keep putting counters on our stuff. I think that's pretty good. Okay, it's not the cub. We can tap it for mana. I think we take one more turn here. We could Shelter by Ghost this thing. It is pretty dangerous. Happy to do this. Gotta pay. Put it on you. You. Attack, scry. Don't want you. One decides to chump block. No, they don't chump block. They take it all. Okay. This could be Ouroboros. I'm kind of expecting Ouroboros here. It's not. It's another of these weavers. Bramble Familiar. Gene Pollinator. Oh, that's so good. We can just Seam Rip the one and Shelter the other. Yeah. Doing this. Oops. Take you. Put it on you. Shelter by Ghost you. Take you. Put it on you. Ah, yes. 12-10 lifelink. Very, very nice. Oh boy. Okay, okay, okay. Man, on the play, man, this deck just feels so good. On the play, it's just really, really nice. Okay, give me on the play, please. I'm so happy on the play. Okay, we go first. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So, start with a Veteran Survivor here. The other option, I never know which to go with. I mean, this maximizes damage output, so in that sense, it's good. Okay, this is good. It could be the Mirror. I think it might be the Mirror, just because they played white. I'm going to just give it one more turn here. I was going to play the Scavenger, but that's a high target for them with Seam Rip and stuff like that. Let's just give them a problem here. What is this? It's not the Mirror. Okay, that changes things. Go for Scavenger. Seam Rip. It's Angels. Okay. I mean, everything's going to have flying, so it's going to be a little bit of a problem. One of the ways that we sort of win is to get it in the air, but they're going to have lots of flying creatures. So we're just going to have to stay bigger than them. They hit this Momo. What does this do again? The first non-Lemur creature spell with flying you cast during each of your turns costs one less. Another flying, okay. I'm gonna go for this play. Opponent is eyeing our stuff and they got 2 mana open. I'm hoping to draw land here. We do draw land, that means we can Seam Rip Momo. That's pretty good, right? Is this a good target for Seam Rip? It is, because we just maximize the damage output. Opponent has some instant speed into action here though, clearly. What have they got for 2 mana? I'm going to put it on this guy because he does have ward. They've got something to do, clearly. I'm just not sure what it is, but there's something here. Shouldn't have attacked with a Scavenger actually. Yeah, okay, I just realized that. This was a mistake. I knew they had instant speed. I just wasn't sure what it was. And yeah, okay, that's actually a huge mistake on my side. Too late, but that could end up costing us the game here. I think we might be okay, but that's a pretty big mistake. Opponents on 5. If we just didn't do that, then I'd have a whole bunch of things to do here. 3/3 is fine. Our Ethereal Armor is great. So, we want to be able to deal 5 damage, right? Well, they can double block, but... okay, we want to put you on you, I think. Okay, land is great, and then we give you first strike. And they have to block everything here, and they can't... So they lose the entire board here because of the way we did it. Yeah, okay. Okay, despite my misplay, it looks like I'm going to get away with it. Unless the opponent has something insane here that I'm not expecting. Let's see, they got this thing, 5/5 flyer. Will not be enough because we have another ethereal armor. What does this thing do? Okay, I don't think we need to mess around here. Let's get the win there. Okay, I made a mistake. I knew the opponent had something and I should have suspected that it might be a flash creature. I was thinking maybe they have Get Lost or something. Oh boy, can we hit Platinum Tier 3? That'll be nice. I mean, yeah, Platinum Tier 3, yeah. Okay, well, if we're on the play, we're going to do it. If we're on the draw, we're probably not going to do it. And we're on the play. Oh, that's so cool. We only have one. Oh my word, this is so risky. Oh, this is ultimate risk, right? With this kind of deck. You're just praying that your opponent doesn't have removal. We have the Flight of Feathers, so at least we'll get one card draw. It's unlikely that they'll be able to kill the Scavenger that easily. Okay. One, two, draw land, that's pretty good. I mean, draw Seam Rip, that's what I meant. We draw Seam Rip, and next turn we can actually hit them really hard with this. If we want to, but no, we're going to hold it up, right? Anwar Elves is fine. They're going to probably hit the mole. They don't hit the mole. Oh my word, how many of these things are we going to hit here? Okay, we're going to go Flight of Feathers again. And it's thinking, double green. What can green do against this? Not sure what the opponent was thinking about there. Do this. Draw land, that's great. I think we just Seam Rip the elf now. Just get in for maximum damage and next turn hit them with double strike. It's so much double strike. Okay. Scavenger, flying. And the question is, does the opponent have some way of dealing with this creature? They got the Mossborn Hydra. It's big, it's dangerous, but it's not going to be able to get around the double strike that I'm about to give my creature. And I also get to draw a card. That's pretty cool. Draw a card. We have double strike flying. This thing doesn't have flying. We get the win there. Okay. And hell yeah, getting to Platinum Tier 3, baby. I'm telling you, I think it might be the right approach. I don't know. Today's gameplay has been pretty good for me in this regard. It's a pretty cool card. Lets you draw a card as well, if it's modified or if it's got the +1/+1 counter. Really nice. Welcome back. I put my nostalgia aside because I was very keen to try out this dual sun technique, but more importantly, going for a more aggressive playstyle. And the dual sun technique sort of epitomized that, taking out the protection and going for maximum aggression and double strike. Did I miss the Shardmage's rescue? Not really, to be honest. In the games that I played, I mean, the one game, it was the Star Cage that took us out. Couldn't do anything about that. In the other game, I mean, did you know that a 2/2 detective can bring you down from 18 life, I think it is, to 0 life in one turn? I didn't know that. I had the Seam Rip in hand. I could have taken it out, but I just completely underestimated it. But other than that, man, the deck is starting to feel really, really smooth to me. I'm also like learning the lines, and the aggressive mindset is helping. The one game, what I like with this dual sun technique, it is instant speed, so you can sort of ambush your opponents. They're not expecting it. They often just don't block, and then you just do it, and they're just not expecting you to just double the amount of damage output that you do with this card. So that's very, very cool. Also, what I'm finding currently in Standard is that there's just less interaction in general, because a lot of the mono green Stompy and also the Simic aggro decks are just not playing that much interaction, if at all. They're just so focused on doing the cub thing and getting things down. So actually it just comes to a race of who can hit the most damage output, and oftentimes if you can get a flyer with, for example, the Flight of Feathers, or getting the Wonderweave Aerialist Flying, and then give a double strike either with this Dual Sun technique or the most helpful Weaver, then you can actually get the win, because they're not really running any removal anyways, so your creature's pretty safe. It's just about whether you can go tall before they can go wide, kind of thing. So yeah, I'm not sure if this is the right card. Of course, a lot of stats back up the Shardmage's rescue. I'm trying something different here. I'm trying to be more aggressive. Remove the protection, go for the double strike. Double strike is so powerful, and you can get it for 2 mana with this card and often draw cards. So I think it's a pretty interesting idea. I'd be interested to know your thoughts. Do you think it's Shardmage's rescue? Do you think it's Dual Sun technique? Or is it something else that I haven't even thought of? Do let me know. But that will be the gameplay for today, and I do hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, stay tuned and hit the subscribe button, because there's going to be more nostalgic Necro coming soon.